Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. I'm the Mysterious JG. Not that you guys would know it, but I had a little tiny recording break, even though I had this thing paused the whole time. Amongst other things, I was trying to process videos, record videos, and then watch a video at the same time. Kind of blew up my computer there for a minute. Luckily, I managed to... Well, I lost the video I was trying to process, although I still have the components, but did not lose any of the stuff that I was actually recording components of. I just will have to go back and reprocess over. I'm sure you're very excited to hear about all this, so I'm just going to get back to the game. Get Fang healed up, please. Good.
Change of plan.
Once again, the alarm sound is just so appealing to listen to this whole time. I'm so glad we get to listen to non-stop alarm noises. Okay, go ahead and launch Fang. Thank you. Totally failed with the whole juggling thing there, but that's alright. We're still going to kill it. Juggling is very important against certain bosses, because it will prevent them from landing and attacking you, or landing and doing things like healing themselves in the middle of the stagger period, or switching to some kind of defensive stance if they're a boss with multiple forms, you know. A little more healing, and then I'll go back to the fully paradigm for a minute once Hope gets himself built up here.
Time for another
That's
approach.
not what I meant to do, actually. That's not a bad paradigm. If there was two commandos, they don't stick to the same target, like I kind of wish they would. Sometimes you get a full ATB gauge when you switch paradigms at the right time. I don't really understand how it works, but... And now we're totally in sync on our attack, which means that we're not really going to be able to juggle, but... There you go, Hope. Nicely timed by Hope there. Don't really control that, but sometimes Hope jumps in at the right time to really make the juggle happen. And I would do it. False. Good job there. Fang came in just in time to salvage the progress I made on the stagger meter. Just possible of stagger here, not quite. Now, even when it's staggered, the Ravager, rather than increasing its stagger meter, will increase that percentage number there, and that is showing the percentage of our normal damage that we're dealing against the enemy. That's why staggering is so important. We're doing 5 times the normal damage, now 6 times the normal damage. So, although commandos will deal the most raw physical damage, having a Ravager there while this thing is going just means that you've got some time at the end of the stagger where you're doing like 7 times damage. It's pretty cool. Essential for fighting bosses. Okay, so digital circuits, perfect conductors, everything's coming up roses. We don't want to go that way, that's the exit. We want to find one more piece of treasure. There it is. Hidden behind these jerks. Oh, he's caught me, but sadly it looks like he is part of a group with that thing. damn it.
Keep your mind on the battle.
Keep your mind on your money and your money on your mind. We want to get rid of these two clowns as fast as possible so they don't mana drive fog. Oh great, now lightning can't cast spells. Well, that would really suck if it had been done with Hope. Speaking of Hope, he's in trouble.
Time for another approach.
Don't do that fog crap to Hope flank thing. It's the Raiders of Rohan. Do we know anything about these guys? Not everything to know. We haven't defeated enough, and I haven't bothered to scan one yet, but they are susceptible to slow. Which means it just might be worth it to do the bully paradigm.
Eat this! Change of plan.
So we're not really hurting it much at all, of course, until it's staggered. That's how these guys work, and as you'll note when they are staggered, they lose the protective shell as part of their graphical switcho, changeo, rearrangeo. I think his photon cannon has been interrupted, but I don't know for sure. Checking my timer. I got plenty of time left. I don't know why I'm checking it already. Yeah, bitches! Oh, I didn't quite get 5 stars though. But I did get a credit chip, so that makes it all worthwhile. So I haven't quite cleared this place out, but I managed to not avoid, like, in getting the treasure spheres that were hidden around here. Basically, it didn't manage to sidestep much of anything. So I got a white cape. I think that's the poison resist one. At least that's how it worked in some previous Final Fantasy games. Never really understood why a white cape would help with poison. No, in this game it's fog. If I was going to give that to somebody, it wouldn't be a bad one for Hope. Still, fog resist of 30 is not huge. Still means if it gets a cast on them, it will probably work, but if I had another white cape, I could do, you would get a thing where if fog is cast, its duration is reduced, and that's handy. So this is where I was going to end the last video, but I got caught in a bunch of long battles. So let's take off out of here. This is a fairly lengthy act, folks. We'll be fighting through this airship for a while. It's a big-ass airship.
Colonel, we've lost the intruders.
Bathed in the blood of 100... Oh, not that, Colonel.
Yellow.
I think,
No,
or is it...
wait.
Oh, yeah,
Blue?
they're making the same joke.
If we were orange, that would mean...
The escapees made it through! They're entering the engine room!
No.
Okay, it's definitely not her skin underneath that thing. It's some kind
Intruders
of weird
located! They're
necktie.
on the weather deck, starboard side!
Make it rain.
Make it
Desperate
rain?
times demand flexibility.
Everybody limbo.
Code white.
What? Code white? We don't know what that means, sir. So they're making fun of how the different color codes don't mean anything that Nabat understands, and then code white. I only know her name is Nabat because she's a optional thing to get in the next game, otherwise I have no idea.
Power's down. What's going on?
Power overwhelming. Let her go, sir. Okay, so we're back to these two. Which is fine. It'll be fun to play as these two. We can backtrack. We can save. Or we can... well... I know there's some treasures that we gotta get here somewhere. What am I... oh, that was just the save thing. Don't fight those! They're too easy! There we go. Some of her noises are just kind of weird. Pacifying shock. What is that supposed to do? Whatever it's supposed to do, it's not really doing it. It's not immune to any statuses. And it's not worth the time to cast debuffs on it. It's not going to last that long. What paradigms have these two got? I do have Synergist and Saboteur. I don't have one for Commando and Ravager though, or Saboteur. Probably not going to need any of these, but might be useful against some of the bigger, badder enemies to be able to do some of that fancy Saboteur stuff. I can't open this until I defeat these jerk-offs. What is this? My, hold on, I don't know what the hell this means. I think my computer, this video is okay, but I just had the Windows thing pop up. I don't believe this will affect the video, I sure hope not. I guess I'll find out when the video's over. I didn't save last time, so I won't be able to... oh man, sure this video doesn't crap out on me. You will either never hear what I'm talking about now, or you'll be saying, what's he talking about? The video's fine, so... yeah, she's definitely dealing some pretty heavy-duty damage with that souped-up Marlboro thing she's got. Okay, so I got a segmented carapace. I got 8 segmented carapaces. Data! I kind of hate to come up here, but there is treasure in here, as you would probably guess. So let's kill these guys as quickly as we can. There we go. Blitz will be key to killing them quickly. And she really needs to use some kind of area attack stuff. I want this to be over yesterday, the fight with these guys. Because that's nasty when they start doing this area effect spell. Alright, Benito, time to bring me back alive. Apparently, blitzes were not hitting this guy.
You can do it!
Follow the old man's lead.
Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole night through.
There we go. I guess we'll do a little tide turner action here. Since I don't plan on using Zaz much later in the game, I'll just enjoy haste while I can. I don't think we can interrupt Photon Burst. Oh, this makes it more susceptible to elemental damage, so that's not really all that useful, but it's, well, it's nice to have, I suppose.
We got this,
Kind of
Camille.
want to see it get slowed. Seem to want to bother with that. She's trying to poison. Oh, she doesn't have slow. That's why. She doesn't have slow. Doesn't seem to be immune to anything though. Or else we don't know what it's immune to. It's susceptible to slow, so she doesn't have that. So that is a spell that Fang has. Is she out? She is out. Wow. He is not winning this one by himself. He can't stagger it. Not without her. Well, just possible, but he might have been able to do it by himself, but man, it would have taken a while. Better off just buying some damn Phoenix Downs later to make up for what I lost there. Now, they can't launch this thing, so this is going to be a tougher fight, obviously, for the two of them than it would be for my party of 3. She does increase damage with a magic attack, but she's not going to increase its chain gauge any faster. Clearly, that 400% damage, there's something more than just... There's something else going on with those damage those guys deal when they're staggered, or take when they're staggered, because that or you're hitting them at less than 100% when they're not staggered. There's something special going on with their defense. Anyway, I got tough to Phoenix down. All of that? Holy crap, I used the Phoenix down to win that battle, and that's all I got for coming in there? I guess I should have checked to see if it was worth my while, but whatever. Now we'll have to defeat this guy to get out of here, but looks like he's on his own, so we're not going to be able to sneak up on him, but that's fine.
Here! Leave it to me!
Why am I doing all this stuff to her? I mean, she's only going to be able to use a small subset of those boosts, so well.
Vanille! Leave it to me!
Recasting stuff I already got here. Watching me get shot by a photon blast, kids. Pretty awesome. But now with haste and it having deprotect and de-shell, I should be able to finish it off fairly quickly. On stagger it before it does its photon thingy, yay! That should interrupt its photon thingy, I hope. Man, those are some big attacks. They staggered it. Not like in-game term stagger, but like staggered it like it got knocked up in the air for a minute. Never mind. Okay, so what do we do here? We Wandered through the engine room. We killed some stuff. Engine room was full of all sorts of weird biomechanical crap. And yeah. What the hell, man?
Well, isn't this great?
You might need an ether solve for this. Oh, I thought that was a plot scene. Like we were gonna cut to the door opening, or cut to our friends or something. Wow. We actually do need to deal with this. Well, actually, it's not gonna be that bad because we don't fight all the ones that we saw on that image that was so intimidating.
Go, girl!
Did you cast a damn spell, man? Alright, heal yourself there, Vanille. Okay, yeah, I probably should finish that off before I started playing with buffs and debuffs anyway.
Watch and learn, kid. We got this, Vanille.
Don't worry about that, Benio. You'll live. I think we learned everything we can about this. It's not immune to any statuses, I guess. Or we still need to learn more, and I just need to really cast a Libra on it. Dead again? Damn it, I underestimate how much damage that thing will do. I guess I could just be using tech points. I think Renew will bring people back to life. Oh, I just want to finish it. I'm annoyed at myself. I'm using another Phoenix down. I mean, I can buy more. They're not that expensive, but I'm trying to save my money for all the stuff that I need to upgrade weapons. I got no spoils, of course. There, we defeated about half the enemies we saw in that cinematic. We must be safe.
The wind, it's dying down.
Yeah, it's stopping.
The black wind howls.
And we're
One of
decelerating.
you will shortly die.
They are
We're
descending.
accelerating. That was an
I don't
italic.
suppose it could just be
Actress didn't read it that
good
way.
luck.
Yeah, I kind of don't
That
think
looks
so.
a lot more like bad luck.
You got
Oh,
a
it looks more like some
Not
kind
to
of
me.
weird flying animal monster.
That we can do something about.
Okay, coming up is a treasure
Tables.
chest that I'm very interested in getting. Because this is an accessory that I can equip on Lightning, which will go some way towards taking advantage of the Axis Blade and its speed setup. We interrupt it before we go for Cyclone? I approve of that if that's what happened there. Now wants to go for Aeroba, and that'll hurt us pretty bad. Somebody kill it, please. Thank you.
No problem.
No problem. No problem, man. Good job, Hope. Can I sneak up on these guys? It would be nice. Can't really tell which way they're facing. It's hard to tell what's the front end and the back end of these monsters. Whatever. Best foot soldiers need to die quickly. That's my big strategy. Just kill them fast. They die fast, and they cause a lot of damage if you let them live. Pretty simple, what you gotta do.
Thanks.
I just lost the, oh no! I did manage to hold on to the, stagger meter, what little stagger meter we had on this guy.
Cheers!
Cheers, mates! Is there nothing else you can cast on this guy? I guess he doesn't have anything else to cast. There we go. Come on. There we go, Fang. Good job. Good girl. Who's a good girl? Who's good at juggling enemies? Get up there. There you go. See, these guys are good for practicing against bosses. We'll be fighting bosses later on where the difficulty of the battle will be determined in large part by whether or not we're able to get some juggling going. Okay. I got a Whistlewind Scarf. The Whistlewind Scarf creates a single ATB gauge segment prior to battle. So you start out with one segment. Not that big a deal. But when you have it equipped with the Axis Blade by itself, with another blade it wouldn't do this. The Axis Blade without that wouldn't do it. But together they will give you ATB rate plus 10%. Increases the rate at which the ATB gauge charges by 10%. Not that big a deal, but you can equip more accessories to improve that even better. And during long battles, that can really give you a lot of extra turns. So I've been looking forward to having these two together. This increases the illusion that my speed build is actually working, despite the fact that I have crappy attack stats now. I could consider upgrading the Whistlewind Scarf to something better. As a matter of fact, I will consider it. I might not do it. Because if I upgrade it to a different accessory with a different power, it will still have that same synthesis effect. So I need 350... And then Rhodocite, which I have 2 of. I now have an Aurora Scarf, which gives me first strike. So is that better than having one segment? Let's see. fully charges the ATB gauge prior to battle. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out in the next video because my timer just went off. So yeah, that is better, actually. That means that I start with a full gauge. Even if I don't have a preemptive strike, I get to attack immediately. That's useful. I will have the ability to buy Whistlewind Scarfs later, so I can have another Whistlewind Scarf. You can never buy that item, the Aurora Scarf. You can only make them out of Whistlewind Scarf. So I would say that was a good use of a small number of components. I'm also now realizing that I have lost that, HP, with max HP you do extra damage thing, which means there's really no point using a pumped up Iron Bangle anymore. So I might as well look for something which does a little better. Strength plus 50 might be a possibility. Resist water, resist deep protect, resist poison. Resist pain. Resist damage plus 5%. I'll go with strength plus 50. Though actually, I'm going to call it a video. When I come back, I have to think about whether I want to upgrade that brawler. I'm on an upgrading frenzy. If I want to upgrade that or just wait for something better to come along. I'm Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.